In the heart of a bustling town, nestled amongst towering buildings and winding cobblestone streets, lay a most wondrous garden. It was a place where emerald green grass danced in the gentle breeze. Vibrant flowers painted the landscape with their cheerful hues, and the sweet melodies of birdsong filled the air. Every afternoon, as the sun began its descent, children would flock to this enchanting garden, their laughter echoing through the trees as they played amidst its splendor. The garden was their sanctuary, a magical realm where imagination ran wild and friendships blossomed. They would chase butterflies through the fragrant blossoms, weave tales of adventure beneath the shade of the ancient oak tree, and share secrets whispered amongst the rustling leaves. The garden was a testament to the boundless joys of childhood, a place where innocence reigned supreme and every day held the promise of new and exciting discoveries. The children, with their boundless energy and infectious laughter, brought the garden to life. They treated it with care and respect, for it was their shared treasure, a place where they could truly be themselves. The garden thrived under their gentle touch, its beauty a reflection of the pure and innocent love that filled their hearts. But then, one day, everything changed. The laughter of the children was silenced, the vibrant colors of the garden seemed to dim, and a heavy silence fell upon the once joyous haven. The reason for this sudden transformation? The return of the garden's owner, a giant with a heart as cold as the winter wind. After years of wandering distant lands, the giant returned to his home, his heart heavy with a sense of ownership and selfishness. Gone was the gentle giant of old, replaced by a brooding figure who valued solitude above all else. He cast a disapproving eye upon the children frolicking in his garden, their laughter grating on his ears like nails on a chalkboard. "What are you doing here?" he roared, his voice booming like thunder, sending the children scattering in fear. "This is my garden, mine, I tell you!" The children, their faces etched with confusion and disappointment, fled the garden, their sanctuary violated, their hearts heavy with a sadness they couldn't quite comprehend. Determined to keep his haven all to himself, the giant erected a towering wall around the perimeter of the garden. Its cold grey stones stood as a stark reminder of his selfishness, effectively severing the connection between the children and their beloved sanctuary. "This will keep them out," the giant muttered to himself, a grim satisfaction settling upon his face. He believed that by isolating himself, he would finally find peace and contentment. Little did he realize the true cost of his actions. For in walling out the children, he had also walled out joy, laughter, and the warmth of human connection. With the children gone, a profound silence descended upon the garden. The laughter that once echoed through the trees was replaced by an unsettling stillness, the vibrant colors of the flowers muted beneath a veil of grey. The trees, once teeming with life, stood bare and forlorn, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers towards the indifferent sky. The seasons, as if mirroring the giant's hardened heart, shifted into a perpetual state of winter. The air grew heavy with a biting chill, frost crept across the once lush grass, and a blanket of snow covered the garden in a suffocating embrace. Gone were the fragrant blossoms, the buzzing of bees and the cheerful chirping of birds. The giant, cloistered within his grand castle, remained oblivious to the transformation taking place just beyond his walls. He had convinced himself that solitude was all he desired, that the absence of laughter and joy would bring him peace. Yet, a persistent emptiness gnawed at his heart, a chilling void that even the warmth of his hearth fire couldn't penetrate. One morning, as the giant huddled by the fire, a sound pierced through the silence that had become the soundtrack to his existence. It was a sound so pure, so filled with innocent joy that it stopped him in his tracks. He strained to identify it, his curiosity piqued for the first time in what felt like an eternity. He cautiously approached the window and peered out into the wintry landscape. The sight that greeted him sent a jolt through his cold heart. There, in a small opening in the wall, a group of children had gathered. They huddled together for warmth, their faces aglow with a happiness that seemed to defy the harsh winter surrounding them. They were singing a merry tune, their voices as sweet and clear as the chiming of bells. The sound washed over the giant, thawing the icy grip that had settled upon his soul. He listened intently, his heart stirring with a long-forgotten emotion, a yearning for connection, for the simple joys he had so carelessly cast aside.